Hey guys, welcome back to Bear One's Burden. I'm Joe. Today we're gonna be doing something fun and experiment on a couple of things. So most of us we take our city water and we take it for granted. We don't test it. We just use it. Hopefully that the government is doing what they're supposed to, and we are putting into our bodies what we require to stay healthy. Um, but there are some people like my son who's filming, and my wife who taste water and they like, no, I don't like the taste of it. I don't like it. I do bottled water. So for right now, we are using this water system right now, which is basically water we buy from filter companies, and we bring it in. We use this water, and we use it for cooking, for dogs, for drinking, for everything pretty much. But as you see, these 5 gallons, they take up a lot of time. They go quickly, and you gotta go and refill them. So I bought a whole house filtration system. I've never used it before. This is the first time I'm going to use it. But to show you guys whether or not we actually need to do that, I'm going to do a water test from both. From the water we're using in bottled water and the one coming from the city. This right here is a water meter test. It's a TDS, total dissolved solids. Basically, how much solids is in your water. Now, this doesn't test and tells you what kind of solids are in your water, but it gives you a brief overview on whether or not you should do a further test on what's involved in your water. Usually, drinkable water will be between 50 and 150. That's usually your normal ranges. Anything less than 150 should be okay. Anything above 150, then you want to start doing more tests or changing the system to something that will provide you 150 or less. So right now, we want to test the city water first. Okay. Now this should give you a number and a light. So if it's green, it should be good. If it turns red, then it might not be good. And I say might because you may need to do further testing. So here you go. We got zeroed out. We're good. So there you go.
Can't see it.
You see it now?
Mm-hmm.
269. So, and it's red. So as far as this test goes, we may want to go with further testing or just change the system right outright. Now we're going to test the water we're using right now. Let's go over here. This is not turning on. Oh, got it backwards. All right, we cleared out. Let me see it. All right, going in the water. $41. So it's red because probably has a little bit of residue from the previous test. But the number is 41. So it's way below the 150. Now, this water we're getting right here is reverse osmosis, which means they take it through a process where they clean out all your TDS and they remove all chemicals and they bring it to 0 TDS. But then they put it through a filter which adds the minerals and all the things that are good for our body. So that's why it comes back to 40, 41, things like that. Those numbers are came back out from 0, but it's good because you putting in good minerals back into the water, which will give you a reading of TDS. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install a whole house filtration system, which I haven't installed it before, so this is gonna be a first time for me. I'm gonna follow the instructions. So for those, this video might be more for women because usually men, we pretend like we know it all a lot of times, and even when we don't know it, we just pretend like we are, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm gonna film myself learning the process of installation myself according to the instructions, and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so here we are. So this is what we're talking about right now, the whole house water filtration. We're gonna basically install this, but before we go install this, this thing needs to sit with water for 48 hours, 2 days minimum. So we're gonna set this up, and then we're gonna let it sit for 48 hours, and then we're gonna come back and then actually do the installation. But according to the instructions, we're going to be using the bypass valve, which is this sucker right here, with the MMPT fittings, which are these, and the hose bib assembly. So it's this one and these two, which I screwed in already. These two. So the first thing we gotta do is make sure that the boot is inserted completely and it is level. So, which is, the boot is this guy right here. Now, my floor is not level. So while this is sitting with water for 48 hours, I'm gonna create a base here and a way to connect the piping right here on the wall. So, but let's put the boot on. Okay, I think she is set. So there we go. Then we're gonna take the bypass with the arrows and 1 PVC elbows on position. So we're gonna put the on position, and then we're actually gonna use another piece, which is this guy right here. Okay. System must be pre-soaked and flushed prior to installation. Yeah, okay, we know that already. So, we're gonna take bad boy right here. Only hand tighten nuts. Okay, so hand tighten, no tools. Take the cap off. Put this on the side. No lubricant, no sealant. It doesn't say any lubricant or seals. So seals, the seals in there already, but no lubricants. All right. So we're gonna put this guy in. I'm gonna twist it. Okay, so it's hand tightened, so there we go. And you take the bypass and hand tighten this one also. The seals are in there already. Doesn't say. No lubricant, no nothing. There we go. Hand tightened. Bypass is on. I'm gonna take elbow to inlet. So the right side, right here, come around and show them. So this right side says an inlet right here. So it's the right side. So we're gonna install the elbow on there. And we're gonna do hand tighten again. All right. Now it says locate the hose bib assembly and connect it to the inlet side. Connect a water hose to the opposite end of the hose bib assembly. Okay, so they want us to put this guy here. And this is what's going to supply the water from the hose. Hand tightened. Now, my water hose is right in here. This is from our RV. So I specifically only use a hose designated only for potable water. I don't use the hose for nothing like that. That's why it's encased in here, to protecting from debris and bacteria and things like that. So I'm going to use this hose to connect it to my supply line of the house and then bring it around and connect it there. So, and then it says turn on the water slowly, about halfway on, and wait until the water comes out of the outlet side. Disconnect the hose and put the bypass valve in bypass mode. Then set tank aside in a safe place for 2 days. So basically we're going to connect the hose again to the water supply line right here. And we're going to turn it on. And we're going to run it slowly until the water starts coming out of this side. Once that happens, then we're going to disconnect the hose and turn this off on bypass. Okay. On bypass, and then we're going to let it sit there for 2 days, for 48 hours. And then we're going to come back and follow the procedure on installing this system to the house, which first we will have to drain it. But anyway, I'm going to show you that. Alright guys, so this thing right here sat for 48 hours. And then I drained it, okay, through a hose. And then I connected 2 side filters. For one of them is 5 micron. It's supposed to remove rust, dirt, sand, all the heavy stuff. Okay, which the water comes in through here. Okay, and goes through this filter first to remove all those things I just mentioned. Then it goes to the big filter, which is supposed to remove all the contaminants and restore some minerals at the same time. And this is an extra filter that I have, and it's supposed to remove chlorine, any other chemicals that give bad taste to water and things like that. Right here I have set up 4 distribution location of cold water, which this one I'm gonna use for down here, the basement. This is the first floor, second floor, and then third floor. Right here, I have a T going into the hot water. So it goes directly and then goes shoot to the hot water. And I could shut off right here. Later on, I'm thinking of changing this water heating system into something else. I might separate into 4 individual heating system into gas on-demand system. Maybe it's more economical. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But if I do, then the setup will be similar to here for hot water for each floor level. But for right now, this is what we have. I'm gonna take you guys upstairs to the 3rd floor to show you guys where we are right now. Also, I'm not gonna do no more of speed through. Apparently, nobody's really interested. Every time we get into speed through, people get off and stop watching. So I'm gonna do away with that. If for any reason you guys want to see something a specific way, comment below. Let me know like how you guys want me to present this information to you guys and show you guys. I'll make it adjustments and give you guys what you want. But yeah, as of right now, no more speed through. We're just gonna do a before and after, and I'll try to explain as best as I can what was done, how I did it, or answer any questions that you guys may have. Okay guys, so as far as testing the water, has there been any change? So right now, I don't remember what were the number for the TDUs, but they were like in the 200, I think it was 260 something like that. So before we do this, before we do this, keep in mind that even though the water is being filtered, minerals are being replenished through the filtration system. So let's see what this tells us. All right, so going about 170s or so. I forget how long you're supposed to hold this in there, a couple seconds or what. But it didn't change much. Not according to this. Now, the test, the real test. As far as Lori and FJ, that water was no. It tastes nasty. It has smell. It's yucky. They will not taste it. They had me go get that Avalon drinkable water for everything we did. They will not mess with this water. So FJ is recording right now, and he's the pickiest from all of us when it comes to water. Let's see if it passes his test.
It tastes sweet, which is good. It tastes like air.
Tastes sweet?
Yep.
Not bad. Well, there you go. The filter works. I didn't spend the money for nothing. So now we could use this water for cooking, drinking, and everything else. And I don't got to keep going out of my way to get in the 5 gallons. Now, we're going to go upstairs, and I'm going to show you guys the plumbing work that I'm working on from the 3rd floor all the way down. All right, guys, so we're in the 3rd floor. Remember, as you come up, this first room was the darkest room. It was gloomy or whatever. And then, as you remember right here, this was where the bathroom was as soon as we come in. So all this is being changed. Now this in here is going to become the bathroom. Right here, we're going to put a double sink vanity. This is going to be the shower right here. And then this is going to be the toilet, as you see. So far, I already started the plumbing. So I have to bring the water from the basement all the way up here and then run the piping for the sewage. I'm going to go downstairs and show you why exactly we haven't moved along as much as we wanted to. It's because we have a couple things holding us up when it comes to plumbing. Plumbing, you got to start from wherever you are, like 3rd floor, and then run your diagram plumbing, connecting all the bathrooms. And I could have connected just this bathroom, but then when I do the 2nd floor and the 1st floor, I would have to either recut and reconnect and break more down. So instead of doing that, I'm doing it all at once. It's the most economical way to do it. And I also had to plan the layout so that I'm not running pipe unnecessarily. Okay, so I'm going to show you downstairs how this is all going to attach. Okay, so this is the 2nd floor. This is the master bathroom. Remember, there was a door here, okay, where I'm standing. So I'm going to frame this out, as you see, and I'm going to close this up. There's not going to be no door. So right here, as in previous video, I told you this was going to be a walk-in closet. So I'm already framing out for that. This is going to be the walk-in closet with the door. Now, back over here, this is going to be your double sink vanities, in a sense. It's split, but it's going to be a double sink right there. Your toilet is going to go here. Well, our toilet. Our toilet is going to go here, not yours. It's going to go here. There's going to be a tub right here. And then the shower, the stand-up shower corner, is going to be right here. So if you look up, this is the toilet upstairs. Okay? And then this is the shower. So this is why it has been taking so long. Because I needed to tear up roof, find a path, and then I had to frame up some of the things so I could know where the piping is going through and exactly to know where my fittings are going to fit for this vanity and this toilet. And now I gotta go downstairs in the bathroom that's downstairs and basically connect all this piping going down through there and then reroute in the basement because the pipes in the basement are on the floor. So I'm changing out and I'm removing it from the floor and running it through the ceiling. So it's a big planning job. So this is where we are. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, we'll get some stuff done upstairs and you'll start seeing how everything is coming together. Guys, stay tuned, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and see you in the next one.